Well, guys, coming up on today's episode, man, do you remember when Anthony Lima had to pipe down and had to bow down to the Shedeur Sanders fans and said, hey, the Shedeur Sanders fans are a little different? And G. Bush told him that coming in, that the Shedeur Sanders fans are a little different compared to the Baker Mayfield fans, the Johnny Manziel fans, the Deshaun Watson fans. The Shedeur Sanders fans are passionate. And Anthony Lima had to back down and he had to bow down to the Shedeur Sanders fans. And he admitted that, man, the Shedeur Sanders fans, they are a little different. And now Anthony Lima has been exposed to that firsthand. The Anthony Lima and Ken Carman show got excited. It was some fireworks, and we're going to talk about it coming up right after this.
Ego time. Stand up. Simply ball dropping. Let go. Can't stop the man behind the mic, bring you the heat. The hottest podcast on these YouTube streets. Breaking all down as you already know. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Covering all the topics and the breaking news from the WNBA, NBA. Whatever we choose, NFL topics, we bring no receipts. Giving you facts over your feelings, even if you disagree. Can't stop the man behind the mic, running the show. Simply ball dropping, podcast you already know. Tell a friend to tell a friend as we set these trends. The hottest show on your screen, so let the discussion begin. Hit that subscribe and turn your notifications on and get on the wave, cause you are gonna want more. So drop a like and comment on the video. KSAP up in the building, so let's go.
Now, man, we back at it, man. I told you, coming up on this episode, man, we got a little bit of fireworks, man. It gets deep, man. And Anthony Lima has already been exposed to the Shedeur Sanders fans, man. And he can't get away from it. But like I said, before we get this episode started, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. The crazy thing about it is Anthony Lima is feeling the effects. You know, Anthony Lima and Ken Carman, they got their own show. And the crazy thing about it is one day Jason Lloyd appeared on the show and they had a caller call in and gave Jason Lloyd the business, man. And now it seems like our man Cool Ray, Shedeur Sanders fan, called in on the show to let Anthony Lima know, stop all this hating on Shedeur Sanders. And he basically unleashed on Shedeur Sanders in a variety of ways. And then there was one point where Ken Carman, I think he disconnected the call. He said, you know, thanks for calling in on hotline, because things were starting to get a little dicey because he was starting to give it to Anthony Lima. And in this clip that y'all hear, Anthony Lima was really trying to talk over old buddy without letting nobody get his points out. But Cool Ray called in, man, and he stood 10 toes down over Shedeur Sanders. He just called it like it is. First off, he started off talking about you and Mary Kay, with y'all's bad narratives and stuff like that, all the hating y'all doing on Shedeur. But Cool Ray just had a chance to, basically, like I said with my new show, get that off his chest. And he got that off his chest, man. And he kind of, he went in on Anthony Lima, man. My personal opinion, man, you know, letting callers call in like that to voice their opinion is always great for a good show. And it causes fireworks, man. So let's sit back and listen to what Cool Ray had to say as he called into the Ken Carman and Anthony Lima show. Let's take a listen.
And I want to see what it looks like when they're actually wearing real uniforms and pads and jerseys and guys can hit a little bit.
Cool Ray in Bedford, you're next up on the fan. Hello, Cool Ray.
Hey, good morning, fellas. First, let me get this out. Lima, you and Mary Kay are the reason why people on national media is saying you guys are Shedeur bashers. First, let's hit Mary Kay. I never really agree with all her. I'm gonna get this. First, with Mary Kay, I've never really agreed with all her takes. But to give Deshaun Watson credit for coming back to Cleveland, or doing whatever he did, bringing his quarterback coach and therapist and all that, whoever he brought back, You don't give credit to that. That's not the time to do it right now. It was to do it when the Browns announced their head coach, like Shedeur. I'm a Shedeur fan. But when you want to, just like you get a new job, you want to impress your new boss, you show up, you do the work then. Don't come in now after you done had OTAs or mini camp or whatever it is y'all just did, and you see what you was up against, and now you running scared. That's what it sounds like to me. Now you know you got to step your game up. That's what it sounds like to me. I wasn't there. I didn't see any practice. But
That's an
what it
interesting
sounds.
interpretation.
Oh, can I tell you real quick, Loretto? The reason he's getting, and you're right, nobody should really get credit for that. You're trying to win a job.
I mean, I made that joke right after, yeah.
But
I got to agree with Cool Ray.
The reason he's getting credit is because the guy was MIA the first chance he got once he got injured. Remember, we kept comparing him to Dak Prescott. And Dak Prescott was hobbling around to go to the Cowboy games. Meanwhile, Deshaun's like, see ya, I'm in Miami. You guys have fun up there. Enjoy the cold.
All that being true, but it's time to give flowers with the new head coach of what Shedeur did before the office was unpacked. Shedeur showed up. That's what you do.
Because he ain't no dummy. He knows he has to earn that one way or the other, and everything's going to help.
Lima, you just said like it's best for Shedeur to sit. Or you said you never heard a Shedeur fan say he was bad.
Actually, that he was not a good quarterback last year.
Here it is. I'm a huge Shedeur fan. He was horrible last year, but you cannot discredit why he was horrible. That's what you guys are doing. Now, if he comes in and he looks bad, remember all Shedeur fans kept saying was give him a fair shot. Let him run with the number one. Let him have a full training camp. We got that now. So if he comes in and looks bad, and then it's the second thing you guys are just glancing over. You, Lima, was so scared to call this a rebuild when we called it a rebuild. No, it's not a rebuild. The Browns fans accepted this is a rebuild. But if he comes in and looks bad, not the offensive line, not the receivers, but if he looks bad himself, then we know what we have. Then you sit him down. Then you put Deshaun Watson in. No argument. Everybody, he got his full training camp, he got his full practice, he got his full preseason.
Ray, I don't remember Tone saying that. I swear to God.
Ken Carmen tried to defend Anthony Lima.
You said what now?
I don't remember Tone saying that
Anthony Lima
not saying it was a rebuild.
That he said it.
Not being willing to say it was a rebuild.
Sebastian here, I called and I was like, it's a rebuild. He's like, no, it's not a rebuild. It's a retool.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I honestly, I kind of do remember going over the semantics of it.
Stop defending.
But now we know what it is. And by the way, if Shedeur struggles, I'm going to point out, just as I did last year,
Hooray, thank you for the call.
He had a lot of terrible things around him. Everything. The coach.
Man, now you heard exactly what Cool Ray had to say, man. And the crazy thing about it is, you see how Ken Carmen tried to help Anthony Lima out when he was getting, backed into a corner. And Cool Ray pointed it out. He called him before under the Kevin Stefanski regime and pointed out that, and talking about the retool and the rebuild. And see, Anthony Lima had to correct himself. And y'all saw what happened. And Anthony Lima finally admitted it, that, that did happen. That he did say that. So he remembers it. So Cool Ray, he came in and, handled his business, man. He wanted to let, Anthony Lima know that, this stuff right here that you're doing, man, y'all got to stop hating on Shedeur Sanders. And like I've always said, man, it's about giving him a chance. Now, if you give him a chance and he goes in there with everything that he's learned and all the reps that he's getting with the first team and all the, lining up, with your first team unit, getting that continuity and getting that, verbiage down with the offensive lineman, and then he struggles, then okay. Then you go with Deshaun Watson. But right now, just give Shedeur Sanders a chance to prove himself. Just give Shedeur Sanders a chance to get in there and show everybody that he's an NFL-capable quarterback. But that's the problem. They don't give Shedeur Sanders that chance to do that. And this is what the problem is. This is what we've all been complaining about. Stop calling him the worst quarterback because of y'all's advanced analytics. Stop calling him the worst quarterback from what people tell you. Give him a chance. Every other organization gives their quarterback a chance. Give Shedeur Sanders a chance to prove that he's worthy of being an NFL franchise quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. So I'm glad that Cool Ray called in, voiced his frustration, and he unleashed on Anthony Lima. That's just my opinion. And Anthony Lima tried to talk over him a couple of times so he couldn't get his point out. But Cool Ray stood his ground and he said what he had to say, man. And see, that's the situation with the Cleveland media. That's what they do, man. Y'all get down in the comment section.
I see everyone in the comment section, hashtag salute. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you will know every time I drop a hot banger. Oh yeah, just in case I forgot, tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. And that will wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. Catch you on the next one. Deuces.